Good morning, students. We are going to start our SST 9th class, Chapter 2, People as a Resource from Economics, and this is video 1. And our first topic is human resource. So, in this chapter, we will try to understand that how human being can be turned into a resource and how useful this resource is. So let's start. People who are part of the workforce are called human resource. Now what is workforce? So human beings are responsible to do all the work which is taking place right from our house to the big industries. Now, but the thing is that when we are talking about human as a resource, in that the work done by the human being should be adding up to the GDP of the country, meaning should be adding up to the income of the country. So, by contributing in productivity, the human resource plays a significant role in the economy of a country. Any other resource becomes useful only because of the input by the human resource. Now, another important point, any resources that is becoming useful only by our efforts. Suppose whatever we are growing in the fields, we are manufacturing in the factories, all these resources we are able to use because we are putting our efforts, our hard work to that, so that we are able to use it altogether. Now, investment in human capital yields a return like investment to other resources. So, as for example, to start any kind of business, first we are investing capital in that. What is the meaning of capital? Meaning money. So, even if we are doing the farming, we are doing stitching in the shops or the houses, so there we are investing some money in that. In the same manner, on the human being, first money is invested in the form of our education or the health, etc., so that finally we will be ready to do the things further which will be adding up again to the economy of our country. So, investment in human capital is done through education, through training, and through healthcare. A person with better education usually earns better than an uneducated person. So, we know it clearly that an educated person can earn, or they will be having better understanding as compared to the uneducated ones, and they will further will be more useful or will be an asset to the country. Moreover, a healthy person is more productive. Another very important thing for the to develop a human capital, that is our health. So if our health is good, so we will further able to think properly, do the if the muscle work is there in that, so we will able to put our total physical hard work because we are healthy. So unless we are healthy, we are not able to do the physical work, as well as we are not able to do the mind work as well. So for that we need to be healthy. Now next one is, educated parents understand the value of education and hence invest in their child's education to secure a better future for the child. So it is seen that as compared to the uneducated parents, educated parents are more in like to develop or to decorate the future or the career of their child, because they know the importance of education, so therefore they focuses on the child education more. Educated parents also take extra care of the health and nutrition of their child. So educated parents, they also know the importance of the health, and they make sure, or they try to give the nutritious food to the child, so that it will be helping in the physical and the mental development of the child. This creates a various cycle of creating a better human capital. Now, but the uneducated parents are unable to invest on education and healthcare of their children. This creates a vicious cycle in which the coming generation is often forced to remain poor or not healthy, all these things, because uneducated parents, they are also not quite rich, so therefore they are not able to give their they don't, and first they don't understand the importance of education, as they themselves are not educated, and they are not able to give the nutritious and healthy food because they are poor, so they are not able to afford that. And so they are not able to give the education, they are not able to give the health, they are not able to focus on the health of the children, and further obviously they will not able to give their children any sort of training. So what happens, it seems that the poor parents' children remain poor, or becomes unhealthy, or becomes sick very easily, and their future are not very much bright, as it is assumed that the educated children's career or the life will be. Now, economic activities. So, economic activities can be categorized into three types: primary activities, secondary activities, tertiary activities. Now, economic activities which support the primary and secondary activities called tertiary activities. Economic activities which support the primary and secondary are called tertiary activities. So as we have seen, what is primary activity, which is coming from the nature, like the agriculture, animal husbandry, quarrying, fishing, all that. Secondary activities, that is another name also called as the manufacturing activities. So all sorts of manufacturing is done, and because of the primary and secondary activities, tertiary activities, it is continuing, or it is based on this primary and the secondary activities. For example, banking, transport, finance, and different types of services come under tertiary activities. So these tertiary activities is interdependent on primary and secondary activities. Now, primary activities. So, economic activities which are related to agriculture, poultry, farming, fishing, horticulture, animal husbandry, mining, quarrying, etc. are called primary activities. So, these are basically the natural resources are just extracted in the primary activities. As you can see in the picture, first picture, this cultivation is going on, and the second picture, they're trying to extract, or they're quarrying the earth so that they can mine this gold, coal, etc. Now, secondary activities, also called as the manufacturing activity, is called secondary activity. Natural resources are properly modified in secondary activity. So, for example, cotton is the example of the primary activity. Now, this cotton is used in the secondary as the raw material, so it will be coming under manufacturing activity. Now, the market activities. When some product or service is produced to be sold in the market, it is called market activity. Okay. Sorry. So that's it, students. Thank you so much. We will meet in another class with another video. Bye bye.